my coworker, she was like, hey, how old are you? She was like, hey, Justin, how old are you? And I was like, 20. And she's like, hey, can you like do me a really big favor? And I was like,
That
yeah,
never
sure.
goes well.
I'm
That situation never works.
She was like, do you think you could buy me some backwoods? And I was like, why? And she was like, why else? I was like, okay, dang.
She gave you some attitude?
Yeah, and I was
Damn.
like, you don't have any friends that are older than you to do this for you? And she was like, I do, but like the guy who wants to buy it was like, you have to come with me, and I'm not trying to get date raped. And I was like, what the heck? What kind of friends do you have?
What?
Yeah, and I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like that's my friend's boyfriend, but they're breaking up soon, so. And I was like,
What the
okay.
heck?
She's a savage though. I can't really say much. That's yeah.
And then you just bought her. Did you buy them?
No, she didn't bring it up again. So I was like, okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate having that like situation.
I'm ahead because like
It's
I don't know.
It's so awkward. I'm like, dude, just like I feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though it's
Yeah.
not. I mean, I technically am, right?
Yeah. I mean,
But
you're breaking the law doing that, but
I remember. I'm gonna bleep this. I remember. She used to like. She was like, oh, dude, can you buy me a like? She was like, oh, she was so ready. I remember it was at that party we went to, her party, and she was like,
Yeah.
Fabio. I was like, how old are you? I'm like, oh, I'm 19. She's like, oh, can you do me a big favor? I was like, yeah, what's up? She pulls out a Chris 50, like a $50 bill, and she's like, dude, can you buy me a bowl? And I was like, chill. I'm not trying to fucking fuel your crustiness.
Right.
But I was, and then I made up some lie of like, oh, dude, I think one of my friends has one, so like, just hit him up, and he'll probably give it to you for free.
Wait, were you talking about like?
Yes. But welcome back. This is the crustiest. Dude, that was so crusty.
Oh my god, that was
But
like
I'm gonna
not a
use
good.
it.
Yeah.
We're gonna use it. Welcome back to the 6th episode of the Goon Squad podcast. It's just me and Justin right now, me being Favio, and we're gonna talk to you about PSX, the PlayStation Experience 2017.
Oh, so exciting.
So exciting. Now, before we get to the main content, I got some fighting game news that we have to talk about. So, before the conference, well, PSX is like what, like 4 days now?
I think this is like the
And then
whole
like
weekend.
the actual like news stuff is like Saturday, Sunday, but then like it opens Thursday, whatever.
I don't remember what day it opened.
I don't remember. But Thursday and Friday they had tournaments. 2 tournaments to be exact. One for Street Fighter 5 and one for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So during these two games have their own circuit tournaments. One for Marvel, it's Battle for the Stones, and for Street Fighter, it's Capcom Cup. Now the tournament on Thursday for Street Fighter, I'm gonna go for Street Fighter first. I'm gonna talk about Street Fighter first. For Street Fighter was the last chance qualifier for the Capcom Cup, which was on Sunday, which is the next Sunday, and so that's like basically like 32 players, I think, or 64 players, just trying to get that one last chance to get into the Capcom Cup. And it was crazy good, right?
That's
so
intense.
the winner, it was super intense. It was a 1 day tournament too. So like playing, it was like literally all day. And it was crazy.
Dang.
And the winner for that was my boy. I actually like betted on him. Was Alienware's very own Nemo. He's a Japanese player. He plays Urien. Yeah, that happened. It was crazy. And then simultaneously, they were doing top. With Marvel on the Marvel side, which was happening at the same time. They did this weird format where they play top 32, right, which is like 32 players into top 8. No, into it was top 32 to top 3. So they would do like 32, like they would do all the matches until top 3, which was really weird. And then top 3 was on Friday,
Uh,
and then they did grand finals on Sunday.
did they have? Was it just one bracket?
Yeah, no, both tournaments as double elimination. So it was losers,
Damn,
winners, and losers. So it was a long ass day
that's
for
a
like,
lot.
and like Justin Wong, like very fine, very famous, Street Fighter player, Marvel player. He was in both tournaments, so like it's crazy.
Damn.
And that was really weird, cause with the Marvel tournament, they get kind of cute, cause
Hmm.
Marvel and the theme is for the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So throughout the circuit, the Battle for the Stone circuit, you would players would have to win tournaments to gain a stone. So like if you win a tournament in Florida, you get the Mind Stone, and then that gives you an ability that you can use in this last tournament, Battle for the Stones. So
Hmm.
that's like that's like how it is right now. And top like like losers finals was kind of jank as fuck, right? So it was really
Yeah.
close. It was really close with these two players. Ryan LV splices Ryan LV, which was the previous Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Evo champion, versus Cloud 805, which is like a very, very good Marvel player. But then like, so Ryan LV goes up 2-0, 2-0, about to win, 3-0, quick 30. And then freaking Cloud, he activates his Mind Stone because he won the Mind Stone tournament. And what
Hmm.
he did was he had to change. He picked Ryan LV's characters to play for one match.
Oh, so that's what you get to do.
Yeah, that's so like each stone has its own ability. I
Oh,
don't know,
okay.
because I don't know about the other ones, because the other ones, the people who had the other stones were eliminated already.
Yeah.
So freaking my boy fucking Cloud BM the fuck out of Ryan, and like totally took the momentum and just won, like got top two, was like that like definitely top two. And
Hmm.
then so grand finals for that was on Sunday. They didn't really announce it on stream or anything. There's nothing. They didn't tweet it out. They just played finals. And it was a Cloud 805 on in winners, and Chris G on in losers.
Hmm.
So, and then Cloud 805 won, and they won the fucking dope ass trophy, which was literally the Infinity Gauntlet that lit up with all the
That's
stones.
cool.
It's cool
Yeah,
shit.
that's really cool.
Now, on the Capcom side, there was the Capcom Cup, crazy tournament. It's like a whole circuit of a whole year playing Street Fighter. You would gain
Hmm.
points, right? And then the top 32 who has the most points play the tournament. And then the last chance qualifier also, gets the last spot. This tournament was crazy as fuck, dude. I was crying. I was oh, it's crazy. But just to recap slowly, top 3 was too intense for me, right?
Yeah.
And also, remember that guy LCQ winner, Nemo?
Nemo, yeah.
He got third place in this tournament.
Dang.
So he straight clean 32 players, 64 players in 2 days
That's
of the
crazy
of the top players in Street Fighter in the world,
in the world.
in the world. And the winner for the Capcom Cup, so it was a surprise. It was the biggest upset in the world. It was a young boy named Mena RD. He is 18 years old, and he won a
Dang.
prize of 20 $2,500. 25,000. 20,
Oh, 20.
wait,
Okay.
wait, no. Whoa, I'm dyslexic. $250,000.
What?
A quarter of a mil
What?
with getting first place in this tournament.
What?
A quarter of a mil, dude. It's
Oh my god.
it's crazy. It was the craziest. It was crazy. But yeah, and then
Stuff you could do with that money.
right, And you know
At
he
18.
like what he said, he was actually, it was really wholesome. What he said, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use my money that I earned to." He's from the Dominican Republic,
Uh,
and he was gonna build a scene down there, build like an arcade for them.
that's cool.
So it's like really wholesome. But that's a lot of
Yeah,
money, like
that is a lot of money.
a lot of money for an 18-year-old. Then
Yeah.
after the cup, they announced Street Fighter V AE, the new characters, Sakura. They revealed finally all the other characters. Of characters are Sakura, Blanca, which no one gave a fuck about. Actually, I was mad. This girl named Flanke,
Yeah,
G, eh, my boy Cody, and
Cody
Sagat. So that's hype. But that's pretty much all it is, or fighting news. Now on to the actual conference.
ceremony. Yeah.
So
So the opening ceremony, I think, started with.
a really cool montage.
Yeah, it was a cool montage. It
That
was
was always
placed.
starts.
They always do a pretty good
Yeah,
like showing, going from their E3 stuff to like PSX. But today, or this year's was a little like toned down.
it was more. It wasn't. It was more personal. You
Yeah,
know, it wasn't like trailer after trailer.
it
It was
was like
more talk show host.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like couch. Like, yeah, it was interesting. Like that's all I could really say. But
hmm
what did they start with? They started with.
Well, like the thing is, like, so what they started with Sean Layden comes up, right? My boy,
Mhm.
God bless him. He comes up. He's like, "Yo, dude, PSX is sick. It's 4 years running. The show, the show floor looks dope. There's 80 playable games here, dude. Go play, go play, dude." And he just, and then they, he shows off the one of the playable games, uh, which is he showed off a bunch of PSVR stuff first.
Yeah, PSVR was like the first thing they talked about.
He showed Firewall, which is like a tactical team-based shooter, which looks really
Hmm.
cool, because like the
Yeah, it looks
concept,
interesting.
because like Rainbow Six Siege is fun, but
Hmm.
there's a limit you can do with that game.
Right. There's
And I
only
feel
so
like,
far you can go.
yeah, and then like putting this into VR, like that type of game into VR is like giving like that experience a whole new level. So
Yeah,
I find that very cool.
which I was surprised about because like I was surprised there hasn't been a game that's like that yet.
Yeah,
But it's
this
good
was
that they're
shown out
starting.
at E3 for a bit. Like
Oh, it was.
they teased it like super quick.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then they showed the standalone Last Guardian PSVR experience,
I do remember
which
that. Yeah,
comes out on the 12th, which came out.
and
It's
that's
already out.
free. Yeah,
It's already out and it's free.
free, so you can go pick that up
Pick it up,
whenever. Yeah.
Last Guardian,
Last Guardian is a
good
pretty
game.
fun game.
It's a pretty good game. Now you get to play it in VR. Pretty sick. And then Wipeout. They showed Wipeout, which is they showed an update to Wipeout, the
Yeah,
PSVR
the VR version.
VR version, which looks like a headache
It's
made to happen.
Yeah, I was like, how am I gonna play this?
It looks like a headache made to happen, and I mean, it looks interesting, but I feel like I'm gonna play it for like 15 minutes per you know, sessions, so I can just chill. Don't they have like a pill for like motion sickness?
Um, I don't know.
But if they should, I need it for playing this
Sounds like
game.
some like futuristic. Some like we all live in the VR world and you need to take a pill to
Like Ready
feel
Player
better.
One.
Yeah.
And then after the whole VR stuff, Herman Hulse from Guerrilla Games shows up. He's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, fucking
Great
game
game.
is sick. 7 year in production. I
Yeah,
thought that was
he's like
crazy.
a lot of work. It's crazy
That's a
because like
long time. That's PS3 era, dude.
yeah,
That's like you
because
think
Guerrilla
about that?
Games, Guerrilla Games, they haven't released too many games, but like it's always been like those Killzone,
Which
pretty
is
much
just
Killzone is
drop.
like what they've been doing,
hmm But like 7 years in production, dude. That's like 2010, dude.
yeah.
That's crazy. And then they were saying like, do you play the Frozen Wildlands, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah,
The
Frozen
DLC.
Wildlands.
And they were like, fucking play it, dude. It's just fun. It was a nominee for the Game of the Year for a reason. So
Hmm.
I
And the
need
game is really good.
I need to
I
get
do like
into it.
it. Yeah, you should definitely try it because I would say out of like that and yeah, it was like Nier Automata, Legend of Zelda,
Uh-huh.
and that. Those are all really really good games. Like really good open world games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Watch
that's
our podcast on the TGA. uh, and then they just talked about it for a while, and then Corey Balrog walks up, and he's the guy making God of War.
God of War. Yeah,
So, and he's saying
and,
that the game's almost done. It's on the final phase of playtesting, so that's pretty
which is
cool.
really good because I'm ready to play that.
Dude, that game looks. I remember when they showed that in 2015.
Yeah,
That was sick.
it was really cool.
And then like it was just like it's a nice fresh new take on the IP. So
Hmm.
I like that. And then he said it's clocking around like 25 to 30 hours of gameplay.
That's
That's
intense.
a long game.
That's a
That's like a
long
game,
game.
dude. That's like ooh,
That's
yes.
a long
It's
game.
a nice game, man. So they talked about uh God of War, and like it was very like the one thing that I kind of liked about this format that they use was like it's a lot personal.
Yeah,
Like
and
I said that like before, but
I do like the fact that we get to, I guess the devs get to explain what the
yeah,
games are like rather than like some presenter just talking about it.
because like that's what they used to do, kind of. Like they used to be like the dev comes out, shows the trailer, it talks about it.
Yeah,
But that to me was too like, I don't
yeah. I
know.
think it was very cinematic, but now
Yeah,
you can actually, they can like
just
talk about
talk about
the
it like
process and
very
like,
what am I saying? Very like naturally, instead of like
yeah,
seeing like you're reading a script. There was rehearsed. It was rehearsed. Like they
right.
can just talk about it. I like that part about this conference this year.
Yeah, and for like the first devs, Corey and the one from Gorilla,
Hmm.
they like I like how they got to talk to each other because they do work together and they
And
visit. I don't think
yeah,
he visit.
that was cute. They the way they said that they were like, oh yeah, man, you should come to the office. Like, dude, I can't or I should,
Yeah,
because And then they were like, nah, dude, release the game. They didn't. They made jokes about the
yeah,
release
that was
date
really
for
funny.
God of War, and I was like, come on, dude,
Right.
just drop it. Just drop it, dude. Hoping
He's
2018 because
like
that game looks
another 3 years.
oof, oof. I'm just gonna give a oof to that. Then Media Monaco, ooh, I'm gonna butcher this name. Sioham Reddy, whatever, Reddy came out. Talks about dreams, that weird thing that was shown at the TGA's, and basically she told us that there's many forms of games that you can make within dreams. Like there's
Yeah.
different styles. There's like a noir type. There's a like dreamy child looking one,
Hmm.
and like a creepy little one. It looks really cool. And like I
Yeah, that's
said in
really
the previous podcast, it's like what Little Big Planet wanted to be, or
right.
what the idea was. And it's very ambitious, and I'm excited for it. It's 2018, and a beta coming soon.
Yeah.
So that looks really sick.
Yeah, I think Media Molecule does a good job of like
Delivery.
letting players like I guess explore like creativity.
Yeah, cause like I guess we'll just talk about Little Big Planet, dude. That
Yeah.
game was like, even though that game has such a small impact, cause it wasn't like that crazy when it came out, or like it's
Mhm.
still not as like noticed as like a crazy
Yeah,
game.
it's not as
That
big
game's
as like
crazy good. Like
yeah,
that game brought so many new shit to the world. It's crazy. The
and
game
it's
was
yeah,
so much more impactful than what it should be.
yeah. Plus they had what was it? What was the driving game they made too?
Oh, frick. Mod Nation Racers.
Mod Nation, right? Yeah, that was also a really
That was a
cool
really good game.
thing.
Like underrated. Like they're all under. That's what I'm trying to say. They're all underrated titles.
Yeah,
Like these games are like if you haven't played any of the Little Big Planet games or Mod Nation Racers, go ahead and
I
pick them
know.
up. Like
Yeah,
PlayStation Now, even it, dude. Like you have
right.
you have PlayStation Now, so you have a chance to play it. These games are fun. They're a bit
It's
childish because they're for kids, but they're so fun. Like Little Big Planet's Little Big Planet's up there in you know. But now with
yeah.
Dreams, dude, that's like whoa.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, yeah. Then
Then after that,
they started
what did they
talking
go
about
into?
the greatest game that I'm super excited for. Detroit Become Human.
Oh yeah, and they did the whole like on stage demo.
Yeah, and then Guillaume comes up. He's like, "Yo, this game is sick as fuck." And we've been making this game for like 15 years. No, chill. I did math wrong. Like it's been like what 5 years actually.
It's been since that time they did that
2012.
like little Kara demo.
Yeah, they did like a tech demo in like E3 2012.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, what would it be like if we actually like made a game based around this like whole idea? It's like
Yeah,
robots having like more consciousness and
and that like that's like crazy to me.
yeah.
To
I
go
can't
from
believe
like pen and paper idea to this,
yeah,
and
because
like
that was just like a tech demo, like for
yeah,
graphics.
that was just for
That's
graphics. That's not
crazy.
even idea. That's like, oh, let's see what we can do with this engine.
Yeah,
And that was 2012. Like, what the fuck could they be doing in 2012 engine and to make it to this? Like, what the heck? And then like how detailed it is. Like they played the demo. They did a tech demo and like, dude, it's crazy. It's like you have
yeah. There's a lot in that game. It's
like
crazy.
it's it's like Heavy Rain times a million. Because it's like you go into like they played a situation from that they showed in E3 like last year,
hmm
right? Where it's like, oh, the android police officer was is gonna dissolve a hostile like android going rogue basically.
Right.
And we saw that a little bit of that, but we didn't see like stuff
How he
beforehand.
did it. Yeah.
Yeah, and how he did it. And what they did was they went in from like just like from the door of the apartment or whatever they lived and like
hmm
picked up clues and like did like legit ass detective skills and like
Yeah.
what got me was like there's like he picked up a card or something and it was like, oh, this android's name is Alex or something or Daniel,
hmm
and then it's like, oh, we know his name now. And then like and then like they explained, I was like, oh yeah, if I didn't look that up I would have known his name and my percentage would have gone hella down
Right.
of
Because
success
yeah,
rate.
it's
I
just
was like,
like all that
wow.
trustworthiness and
I was like,
and like this is it's crazy because like he's this one character that they're using is just one part of the game.
yes,
This is,
because they have the
like
old
that whole character could just be one game,
yeah, like
but they're
yeah,
going the
that
distance
could have
with
easily
like
been like this game could have been like L.A. Noir and just him being like a detective and stuff. But like,
yeah,
but then there's like that domestic abuse section
yeah.
of the game,
That is
and
actually
then
that character was actually Kara
that was
in the yeah
in the
that's
tech demo.
Kara.
Oh damn!
hmm
And then
Yeah,
freaking the revolutionary side, where like the
yeah,
androids are like becoming free of the human will.
hmm
Oh, and then like those three things could be separate games,
right.
but like, and I'm assuming because it's like probably gonna be like Heavy Rain where they all cross paths somehow,
hmm
and then that can depend on what you do,
How
and
you play it out? Yeah,
it's just so good.
yeah. I'm
And
excited for that.
and then like the one thing I like about it, well, the cool thing that I noted down was the reconstruction,
Yeah,
like
with the
with the reconstructed
time.
how stuff happens. That's really cool. That's a really neat feature. But yeah, that's this game looks crazy. I'm excited for it. And did they give a release date? Yeah, spring
They
2018. That is so damn close.
that is close.
That is
2018 is full
20.
of games.
my wallet. I can't.
Full of games.
So yeah, after that they showed up Donut County,
Oh yeah, that
which
was
was
a
like
funny little
it was a little
trailer.
cute. They made an up dog joke. I laughed.
Yeah, they had like the whole like uh, platinum trophy jokes and stuff like that. It was funny.
And then this is where it kind of like
Went a
went
little,
a little
yeah. It kind
down.
of got boring because like
Yeah,
it was just what I think I zoned out because like what were they?
they showed a game called Jupiter and Mars. I don't remember anything about that game really. So it was a PSVR game. It looks cool, but like I kind of zoned out too because they weren't really hyping anything up. They were just talking.
Yeah,
And
they
then
didn't show much gameplay for the rest of the games they even talked about. They
yeah,
just like talked about it.
and then this is where I kind of like started being like, okay, what the fuck, what's up with this? What's up with this conference? Was when they showed the BlazBlue cross tag battle uh trailer,
Oh yeah,
and I was
they
like,
just
oh
put that
shit,
in there.
and I was like, oh shit, right? Oh shit, it's hype because I'm really excited for that game, but it was nothing new.
Yeah,
It
they
was an
already
old
showed the
trailer. It was an
trailer.
old
Yeah.
trailer, and I was like, oh man. Right, and then I started feeling down, and they started talking about nothing, and
They
then
talked
and then
about
out of fucking nowhere, dude, out of nowhere, they were just like, boom, here's freaking gameplay for Soul Calibur.
right.
And I was like, whoa, you can't do that. You can't just like give me nothing to do and then fucking drop this shit.
Yeah. But on the topic of Soul Calibur, this is I guess yeah, this is when they actually showed more in-depth gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like I'm pretty excited to see like what characters they put into this game.
Yes, because it's what they said. It's like a soft reboot.
Yeah.
It's the next game in the Soul Calibur series, so it's Soul Calibur 6,
Mhm.
but it's taking elements from Soul Calibur 1.
Yeah, especially with the because Mitsurugi
Yeah.
is younger and Sophicia is alive.
See, I'm not into the lore yet. I haven't played that much Soul Calibur.
I know a little bit because I just remember because the most recent one, Soul Calibur 5, was with her children, Patroclus and
What a name.
Hera. Yeah, but I remember Sophicia from I think the first Soul Calibur I played was Soul Calibur 2,
Yeah, that's
and
the one with
that
no
one
Soul Calibur 3 is the one with Link, right?
what
Soul Calibur 3 is the one with Link.
um
Was that 2?
I think I might be getting my games confused, but hold on, let me double check.
Because I remember the only
But
Soul Calibur playing like originally was 4 with my friends, and
mhm.
then I started playing the older ones.
Yeah, Soul Calibur 2 was the one that came out on the PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox, and that had Link.
Ah, it's 2.
Yeah, that had Link. What's his name? Spawn and
Spawn.
Heihachi. Yeah,
Whoa, some wild
Spawn was on the
characters.
Xbox One. Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy. But yeah,
but it was
the game
interesting.
looks
Yeah.
super fast. Like the way the animations are and how the
Mm-hmm.
gameplay looks, it looks super fast, and I kind of like that because
Yeah,
with Soul Calibur 5, it was kind of chunky. It was kind of
it
clunky and like
was.
not as fluid as I thought
It was.
because like the contrast between the graphics, right? Because the graphics look amazing, right? It
Mhm.
has to. And then the way the game felt when I was playing on the controller was like there was like a disconnect to me. That's what really drove me away from the Soul Calibur series.
Mhm.
But this game
I,
looks dope.
I really enjoy Soul Calibur. It's probably like one of my favorite 3D fighters. So I'm excited to like try this one out.
So yeah, after they showed Soul Calibur, they showed Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, a little
which
bit of Monster
they
Hunter. They
showed
had like the
the new
a
game.
longer trailer. This
The
is like
longer
the
trailer showed
third
up. It's
fleet.
like story trailer kind of like, you know.
Yeah,
It was really long. It was really nice. I didn't play much of the beta. You did.
I did, and I do like it. I'm excited for this game. I can't really. I don't have.
Comes out in a month, dude.
Yeah, it's very soon.
Comes out what on the 28th or something?
I think it's 20. I don't want to say the 26th, but
Ooh, that's it comes out whenever Dragon Ball Fighters comes out.
yeah.
But like fuck. That's that's
Yeah, it is the 26th actually.
ooh.
Wait, what day is that? I think that's when I go back to school.
No, we go back to school the 28th
Okay.
or like the 29th of like the next couple of weeks. The next
Alright,
3 days
cool.
after. What the fuck? Bro, how are we gonna do that, son? how you dude, we got shit to pay, dude.
Yeah,
We can't
there's a
just
lot to
drop we
do.
can't just drop those two games on us like that.
But yeah, they had the story trailer, which is pretty cool because Monster Hunter isn't always very story
Ultimate,
based.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like how they're kind of highlighting this stuff because
Yeah.
the graphics look great in this game.
Yeah. It look like the
And
lighting looks amazing.
yeah,
So
so I think this one is gonna be a big impact for like the rest of the Monster Hunter games.
yeah, I like that because Capcom, right, is um they're trying story
Yeah,
because you know they started out
Street
with
Fighter.
Street Fighter 5 and then with Marvel, but like you know that's good that they're doing that. And they need some work, a lot of work, but they're starting. I like that.
I
And
think
then
they're
they
really focusing on this one. So
yeah, because that's yeah, it's more usually like other than their fighting games, they put more money and work into their like main franchise games.
mm.
But yeah, and then they showed Mega Man content, which was really,
Yeah, that
that
little
was really
power
was really
thing.
cute.
Yeah,
It looked so weird.
it does.
In like the nice ass like HD graphics, but then looking at the crusty pixelated Mega Man in
Yeah, I don't know
3D.
why they just didn't like give the Palico like a little Mega Man costume like to
Right?
wear,
Yeah,
but
right. But no, they just had to make him Mega Man.
yeah,
Straight from the
I
NES.
don't. Capcom loves Mega Man, so
They do with Mega Man 11 coming on the way. Then after that, Andrew House and Mark Cerny come in. They're like, "Yo, we're gonna talk about a game called Death Stranding. You might have heard of it. It's by a
yeah.
little indie company."
And
Uh,
then they replay the entire
the entire
trailer.
trailer, which was like, I was fine with it because it's fucking Death Stranding.
How long is that trailer though?
It's like 8 minutes.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but like they
like
did, yeah, they. I
I thought they
thought
were
they
gonna
would,
put commentary over it or something,
or
but
show something new, like an extra scene. No, but they showed the entire thing. Whoa! But they showed the entire thing, and yeah. Then Kojima-san comes in. He's like, "Yo," he's wearing that little. Oh my god, he looked like the biggest goon. He walks up with that little contraption that from the trailer.
yeah,
He's like, "What's up, dudes?" Oh my god, he just comes up and he shows you know, he's like, "Yeah,
they have like
I love PlayStation."
yeah, they have like an interview about like how he gets acquired by PlayStation
And
and
how like Andrew House and like their relationship was like a lot closer than I thought they would, you know?
yeah, it was funny because like they were like yeah his what was it his 1980s pop culture like
Yeah.
trivia is like on point,
And the way they met too was crazy. It was like
right?
it was at a E3 I think,
Yeah,
way
and they
back
said
when.
they
And it was like, "Yo, dude, Andrew, you have to tell Kojima his code's been stolen."
that's such a funny story, but
Yeah, and that relationship was awesome. Also, I didn't
yeah.
know Andrew House was fucking fluent in Japanese.
That's what I thought. I was wondering. I was like, how did they communicate back then?
Cause like
Like
yeah, cause like when I was watching, he was like Kojima was talking
understanding
right,
him.
and like Andrew House was like understanding and laughing and noting and stuff. And I was like,
Yeah,
what the heck?
it's
And
funny.
yeah, it's just really nice to see them how like Kojima just being like happy, being not on a leash, you know,
Right.
and there's no like I feel like this game would be this game's gonna be crazy. This game's gonna be wild. And
Yeah.
yeah,
That went
so
on for like 10 minutes, and
and then this part was kind of funny. I can hear Max in my head just being like, "Yes,"
then.
because they're porting Medieval to the PS4 or making a new one. I don't know,
Or
but it's very
I don't
vague.
know what it is. Yeah,
Or
they're
either
being.
both. They could do both.
I actually think, yeah, I think it is a remake, but like this
But
is like I
Medieval,
think the second or third time they've done this before.
why they've had Medieval on
Yeah,
PS3.
well, not, yeah, I think they did remake it on PS3.
Like I don't know
Medieval.
why they chose this to close PSX, but they did it, and
I think they just needed something to like
they need
calm
yeah
it out. Yeah.
yeah
Yeah,
so,
I feel like they didn't have much because really what they had was like everything that they showed was everything that they announced at
yeah.
Paris
At
Games.
Paris, I was just about to say that. Like the one thing, Sean Layden, he was like, "Yeah, I know. This is more like he was like E3. That's for show, like for shareholders, for it's a
Hmm.
showcase, for people to buy stocks and stuff. And that's where you show all your big stuff." And
Hmm.
he was like, "We showed all our stuff already at E3 and Paris Games Week, so we didn't have much. So we made this more personal. I get it, I understand, but like I wanted more."
Yeah, and like I think what they put in Paris Games, they should have just moved to PSX.
Yeah, right. They could have showed a lot less of it at Paris Games Week.
Yeah,
You
because they
know,
had a lot of good
they had
games.
like Ghost of Tsushima. Like that's pretty
Yeah,
much the highlight of it, right?
that
That
was a
game looks
big
so
thing.
sick. I
They
want to
had
know.
new
I want to
gameplay.
more know. I want to know
Yeah,
more, dude. Like they didn't even
I,
like.
I wish. Yeah, they didn't even bring that up. Like
Dude,
they did, but like they just had screenshots and like they showed the trailer again.
like they could have showed Days Gone, a little bit of
They
that.
could have showed
They could have
that. They
talked
could have
about,
showed.
and also like another thing, if they wanted to do this sit down talk show host thing, they could have
Mm,
got like God of War makes sense. They got the dev for God of War makes sense,
yeah,
and Dreams and all like the people they had make sense, but I wish it was more like people from Ghost of Tsushima to be like, oh, this game is about this, because that game is kind of like really cool, but like it's super early, so we can't really speculate much.
yeah.
They could have brought the people from who makes Sucker Punch for no
Sucker
Insomniac
Insomniac
for
for
Spider
Spider-Man.
Man. They
Yeah,
could have had that. People from Days Gone, last like Naughty Dog talk about
Naughty
Last of
Dog
Us.
for Last of Us.
You
I thought
know,
they were gonna show a Red Dead Redemption
Red
trailer or
exactly
something.
like something, but no, this was pretty on. Like as a huge fanboy for PlayStation,
Right.
like this was pretty weak.
I was just a little
I
disappointed,
was
but
very disappointed with this. So
on the bright side,
on the
you
bright
can
side, we do
change
have
your you can change your PSN name soon.
yes, you can. That's it. I like how people were like, "Oh my god!" It was Sean Layden made a joke about it. He was like, "Oh, so when are we gonna change PSN?" He was like, "Listen, I run a company with about 1 million people, with about 1 million users. Can you tell me how easy the code is? I'll do it. I'll hire you." Oh my god, it was so funny. But closing notes, uh, disappointed.
Yeah,
I want
just
because
like overall,
compared to last year's PSX, dude,
last year's was
that shit
huge.
was crazy. And like the
Last
year,
year's
like
was
oh my
great.
god, like and like the one thing I keep saying, even though like they could say I'm pretty biased because I'm a huge PlayStation fanboy, but like
Mm,
every time with E3 and PSX, they keep killing it.
they do,
They have the best shows.
and I think maybe that's what happened. They kind of like,
They stepped over too
yeah,
much.
they overdid it, and they were like, "Oh,
Oh
what are we
shit,
gonna do?"
we already rented the venue.
Yeah, and I think apparently like the reason why they did that, or not the only reason why they did that, but it was like they were getting afraid of Nintendo actually.
Oh yeah, they were pretty. I heard that they were pretty scared. Like
Yeah, they were getting afraid.
Nintendo's shaking the tree again. You know.
Yeah, because Nintendo killed it this year, and like
I'd say overall Nintendo fucking destroyed everybody this year.
yeah, but
For
I mean,
once.
I would say PlayStation still with sales they're on top,
Yeah.
but Nintendo made a
Nintendo's
big
coming.
comeback.
Nintendo made
Yeah,
a big statement this year with the Switch and their games.
so they did get scared.
Yeah, so they were like, we have to do PSX so we can, you know, remind people of the games that are coming. I get it, but just so
yeah, they shouldn't.
they
I
should-
guess it
they
wasn't
should've
very
shown
hyped,
more.
so
They should have shown a lot. Yeah, it wasn't hype at all.
yeah.
And I wish they showed more.
I did. Yeah, I do wish they showed.
Like, I wish they had the Saturday conference, right, which was nice. I liked it. It was okay. And then they also had a Sunday conference as well, just like a short little one. Be like, hey, look at all the trailers that are coming out next year. You know, games are coming out next year. You know, have like a recap of what happened. You know, just to be like, just to give the hype over to, because like the next big thing, isn't it? Like, I don't want to say E3, but like that's like the next big thing.
It's probably gonna be. I know one of the PAXs are before E3.
But that's kind of weak though, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
like as in for
it's
like
like
big
some
shit,
trailer.
as in like for
Yeah.
big stuff to come out. So like, I don't know, man. That's all I have to
They
say
could even
is
save the Death Stranding trailer for the next day. Like,
okay, right? Because isn't it supposed to be a PS4
it's like
exclusive
it's a
or a
main
PlayStation?
PlayStation thing.
Like
So like,
they kind of spent their cards.
yeah,
Ah, they could have saved like if they saved Ghost of Tsushima, right? Death Stranding trailer, or even an announcement or something, and like whatever else, like because Kingdom Hearts, everyone, hello,
something. Yeah,
something for Kingdom Hearts, you know, fucking what else? Last of Us 2, something from that. I don't know, man.
yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe I don't know what made them want to put all that stuff out in Paris, but
What they kind of explained it. They were like, we want to reach out to our international fans. You know, be like, hey, this was shown at this.
yeah. But what
But like
the trailers they put out for Paris was literally like a second E3.
yeah, they were so good.
Like
Didn't the
all
Spider-Man
new
thing drop
games.
then? No,
Yeah, that was another. It was a second
the
Spider-Man trailer.
second Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. They dealt their cards too quick, but 2018.
Yeah.
I wonder what they have for 2018. That's what I'm saying.
They have a lot of stuff.
Because like stuff coming out, but like, what are they gonna show at E3?
I don't know.
Because like this year was fucking crazy for what they showed.
It was. Yeah.
But wrapping up, that was PSX for us. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
The link to all our podcasts is gonna be below. Please subscribe for new content. Also watch our new Let's Play on Human Fall Flat.
Give us a like.
Favio. Like this shit. Smash the like button. Smash that like button. Share it to your friends. You must share to your friends to get new content.
Yeah, it's a required
requirement.
if you
sharing to 50 people or
early access.
For early access to new content. Follow our Patreon that we don't have. But yeah, thanks for watching it. Thanks for listening.
All right.